Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into KT Garage. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a plasma cutter. I'm going to show you quite a few tricks that I learned over the years, how to make a straight cut and how to make them more efficient. So my plasma cutter of choice is a Miller Spectrum 375 Extreme. I picked Miller because they make really good equipment and it's extremely reliable. I had this plasma cutter for many years and there's no problem with them. I haven't done any repair to them. I've done this entire truck. You've seen my series of the Humvee Warthog build. I built this entire truck using this plasma cutter. I'll show you the truck a little bit so you can see the extent of cuttings. They work really well. It takes a fraction of the time to cut these versus using the conventional tools. So I'll go ahead and show you the equipment, how you're going to use it, what does it take to power one of these, and then we're gonna go over and I'm gonna do some cutting and show you some tips that makes it real easy to cut. So for a plasma cutter, you need two sources of energy. You need air, compressed air, and you need power. And there's two choices. You can run off from a 120 or the 240. 240 will let you cut a lot deeper, more efficient. There's some settings that we can go over in a minute here, but basically you need both of those to cut. There's a ground that you always have to ground it where the metal is to be able to cut. And here's the tip of the cutter, and you can see in here. See if I can zoom in a little bit. And that's a hole. That's where they discharge the electricity hot enough to cut through steel, and then blow it out with the air, so the molten metal can be blown out, make way for you to cut. So that's it. And that's a safety for the trigger. So all you need to do is pull on this and then press on the trigger and it will activate the cutter. It's that simple. You're gonna need one of these glasses to cut. I forgot what shade this is, but I'll put in the description section so you can go get the proper glasses for these. The setting on the plasma cutter is really simple. Let's see if I can get on here. And here you have the amperage. So you can set it on 15, 20, 25, all the way to 30 amps. And on the 30 amps, you do need to have a 240 source of power. On the other ones, you can get away with the 120. And there's adapters that come with this, so you can plug it into to the proper plug. And so basically you just like roll this dial to whatever amps you need. The more amps, the deeper it cuts, the cleaner it cuts. So that's pretty much it. And there's only one knob for adjustment, so it's like super simple. And in the back, there's an on and off button. Not much else. There's the air fittings. They just fitted with air. So on this plasma cutter, there's a option that you can do this. You don't have to, but we do have a CNC table that we mount this to a 2D cutter. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, it's over here. So you can mount the tip to this equipment, and it will cut a pre-programmed path for you, so you can cut real nice cut with them. Here's the example. This cut right here, my son and I program it, so it cuts like a perfect shape. So use for that. Now this comes into the wire, and you have to open it up, and there's instruction on how to wire this inside this cutter, and then it comes out to one of these plugs, and you plug it into your CNC cutter, and then it'll turn it on and run the program. So basically that's the that's how you that's how the machine is set up. It's super simple. I put it in a cart, but you know, you can literally just take this everywhere. It's really light. So that's about it. Now, as far as for a table, believe it or not, I had this table for probably 5 years now. I made it out of wood. It's not even pressure treated. I just had some extra piece of wood, and it took me about 20 minutes to make the table, and it works out so good. You can see like the plasma cutting came down and bunched a little bit, but it doesn't matter. And I put my sheet metals up there. I'm still in the process of building the Humvee wall hog project, and you can see I put down a lot of dimensions, and I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these so you can see what's the deal is, but how easy it is to cut. But this is the project. You guys probably have seen this on my other videos, but this entire truck is fabricated using this plasma cutter. Every single piece in here, oh, maybe 99% of it's being cut by the plasma cutter. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on and start cutting. I'll show you some really cool tricks on how to cut. Okay, so to make a cut, like I said before, all you need to do is just press this trigger and it'll start to cut. Make sure that you don't have anything below this, because it needs probably 2-3 inches of airspace for the molten metal to be burned through. And you don't want to block that, because it's going to splatter everywhere and it's a safety problem. I usually use one of these straight edge, one of these large ruler, and anything that's straight would be fine, whatever I have around the shop. And as you can see in here, it's already have room for the molten metal to exit sideways. So a lot of time I hear people say that you got to keep a distance to this tip, from the tip to the metal. It's very difficult to maintain a 1/16 of an inch. So I just let this surface right on the metal, and I still can cut a straight line without any problem. So all you need to do is line it up with a ruler, and you gotta allow for some offset, because this thing is not centered. So you just start like 1/2 inch or something like that, and kind of just like run through the line that you already draw, just like what I'm doing right now. You can see that I'm actually scraping the surface of the metal as I cut, and that's okay. It's fine. You don't need to maintain a gap, because trying to maintain a gap is very difficult. You pull up too far, you're not going to burn efficiently, and you want to maintain it at 1/16 of an inch, and then you're going to lose your concentration, and then you're going to cut a non-straight line. So it's nice to have a guide on the bottom, and kind of don't put it like completely straight down. I normally like tilt it at a little bit of a small angle, so that way the molten metal can exit the other side, so it doesn't like, you know, build up like a whole big blob. Should be fine. So I'm gonna do some sample cutting so you can see how easy it is to cut. Well, that's really all you need to know about plasma cutting. Is super simple, but it does help you out quite a bit in your projects. When you're working with large metal projects, I suggest you go get one of these for yourselves. Now, when I do car restoration, there's some places where plasma cutter is the only cutter that I can use to get a proper cut. You know, and it is super safe to use these versus some of the tools that could result into an injury. So yeah, get yourself one of these. If you're working on metal project, it's super simple. All you need is air and power, and you're in business. Appreciate you guys tuning in KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.